Very sturdy first attempt for Ryan.
That'll be a good left for Ryan O'Connell. Here is Caleb Parker from Garage Strength, also attempting the weight of 105. Keep in mind, we are already well and above 200 pounds in this snatch competition.
You can hear the sounds of the powerlifting competition going on behind us. This is Caleb's first meet here, second lift.
$105 kilograms.
A little shaky on the elbows there. Let's see what the judges say.
Strong lift off the floor. It will be a good lift for Caleb Parker.
Looks like Ryan O'Connell's going to be up now.
Ryan O'Connell attempting 106 kilograms.
Change on the bar going 107.
I believe the lifter is still Ryan O'Connell from Barbell Seppuku.
Another change on the bar going 108 for Ryan. I do really like that name of his team, Barbell Seppuku. You know what seppuku is?
No.
Seppuku is a ancient, I believe it was the samurai did it, whereby they would honorably commit suicide. I don't know why it's named that, but it's a cool name.
108 kilos for Ryan.
Very good.
Strong lift for Ryan.
I think that looked a little better than his previous attempt, I think.
I would most certainly agree.
Yeah, his shoulders were definitely in better position on that. He wasn't as wobbly, stand up out of the hole there.
Yes. In Olympic weightlifting, the lifters have an opportunity to change their previous weight 2 times. Sometimes for strategy to give themselves more rest.
Sometimes a little bit of a mind game between coaches. You'll see some coaches going back and forth up in weights.
This is Dominic Montoya, 109 kilograms. Unfortunately, that is a no lift.
Soft elbows on the lockout there.
I'm sure
he had the height for sure.
Yes, I agree. I'm sure he'll come back and make that.
Ryan coming out for his third attempt.
109 kilos for Ryan O'Connell. All right, coming up again is Dominic Montoya, 109 kilograms.
So there's an example of what Lincoln was talking about earlier. Ryan upping his weight so that he gets a little bit more rest. And that forces Dominic out. we're going to put 110, it looks like.
110 kilograms on the bar.
Right, bar loaded, 110, Caleb.
Caleb Parker coming out.
Caleb Parker lifting at a garage strength. I believe this is his second attempt. Third attempt. I stand corrected. Strong final attempt there for Caleb.
Excellent. That was a good lift. Now in training, Caleb has a tendency to lose the bar behind him, a little soft on the elbows, but today that was not an issue for him. Very happy for Caleb.
Ryan. Did you tighten that up? 110 remains on the bar. Could you tighten that up? Go for Ryan.
These taste any good?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
You can never touch any part of the barbell with your foot. So if you roll the bar with your foot, it is a no lift automatically before you even lift the weight. So you got 2 wet lights, luckily. Upon further ado, we'll let it fly. All right, bars loaded for Ryan. 110.
The judges were just pointing out that Caleb on his lift actually moved the bar with his shin or his foot, which you are not allowed to do. 2 of the judges gave him white light on it. So more crashes in the background. That's our powerlifting event going on there. But anyway, 2 judges gave him white, so Caleb is walking away with a successful 110 kilo on his third attempt.
Here is Dominic Montoya from Garage Strength on his final attempt.
1 kilo heavier than his previous, which he missed, but I think we'll see him get it on this one. Just gotta get those strong elbows on his lockout. There we go.
I believe that is a good lift for Dominic Montoya. That is very, very hard to do coming back from missing a lift. That is pretty impressive.
All right, 111, Ryan, you lift there, third attempt.
111 kilograms on the bar for Ryan O'Connell.
And Ryan stepping out to take his attempt.
Drops it behind him. I'm sure he could hit that, but unfortunately no lift. We'll see him again in the clean and jerk. Bringing out that big blue plate.
Quick shout out to the weight loaders. It's pretty tough if you've ever gone to a powerlifting or an Olympic weightlifting meet. Oftentimes the people who get the biggest workout are the ones loading the bar.
Good strong lift there.
Fortunately missed the bar out in front.
Sorry, that was Ishban Aziz from Patience Athletics.
All right, bars loaded. Edward, the lifter, 115.
I don't think he finished the pull on that.
Edward Keelan from Country Strong. Sorry if I'm saying that name incorrectly.
That's
This
a cool
is-
singlet right there.
Yeah.
Never seen one like that, so that's pretty cool.
This is 115
15.
kilograms. Thank you. Nice pull for Edward, but unfortunately could not get under it. I'm sure he'll come back in his second attempt and get that. Coming back up is Ishban Aziz from Patience Athletics, 115 kilograms.
Way better. Very good.
Good lift for Ishban.
And we saw on that one, his heels stayed grounded way longer. We had a much better extension on that, which allowed him to pull the bar higher, get under more easily, lock those elbows out.
Coming back up is Edward Keelan from Country Strong, 115 kilograms. I'm sure he will get under this weight.
Yeah, sometimes, I noticed on the previous lift, it just looked like he was a little scared of that weight. But oftentimes, you'll see in competition, or even if in practice, you'll go for a weight, feels a little heavy, but then you get the confidence knowing what it feels like in the hands and come back and smash it.
He just gets closer and closer to making that attempt. So, not quite.
He definitely got under, locked the elbows out. I think it was, again, he just didn't fully extend on that. Caused the bar to be out in front of him and have to walk forward, and just couldn't hold that.
115 kilograms for Edward. I'm sure he'll make it.
Now the question becomes, is Edward going to up the weight a little bit, give himself more of a rest? Again, this is part of the strategy with coaching, weight selection in the sport here. But it looks like he's just walking right out. He's going to give this 115 an attempt.
Final attempt, 115 kilograms.
Crowd cheering him on here.
If you have any questions about weightlifting, make sure to give a shout out in the chat. We can answer any questions you have.
Or visit Garage Strength Instagram. You can also check out our YouTube page. That's a rough start to the meet.
I'm sure he'll come back in the clean and jerk and absolutely smash some weight.
Yeah, he's still young. I think he's only 18, so he'll get a few more competitions under his belt, really figure out that extension, and he'll be making snatches no problem.
Here is Ross Buckwalter from Horsepower Strength. Strong pull. Oh, could not extend the elbows. I'm sure he'll come back and get that.
Now, Ross does have a very good clean and jerk. I believe it was last Power Fest. He finished out his third attempt with 185 kilos, I'm pretty sure, which is right around 405 pounds for those who do not speak in kilos. The American units.
Shout out to our judge on the right-hand side, Haley Reichert. Haley Reichert is a world bronze medalist. Canada's gold medalist. And she recently adopted a dog named Duncan, who just passed his training.
If you see our judge on the right-hand side, pretty much closest to us, that is Haley Reichert.
In the white shirt.
Yes. She's a 5-time national champion and a Pan American gold medalist. And a World Championships bronze medalist. So shout out to Haley. Here is Ross Buckwalter.
Ross taking another go at 119.
119 kilograms. No lift for Ross Buckwalter. We'll hope he comes back and hits that.
You can pull up the phone and look at the chat.
Running 2 minutes.
There's some questions. How do you feel?
Just go on.
Ross coming out for his third attempt.
Let's get behind Ross. He needs this lift to stay in the competition as well. Because he is capable.
Here is Ross Buckwalter, 119 kilograms.
Almost looks like he's staying a little too upright on the catch there. You know, oftentimes we hear stay upright in your squat or your catches. But like anything, there's a balance. It seemed like he was too upright, sitting too far back on the heels, and just couldn't keep a stable position in the bottom there. And we got Ishban coming back out. 120 kilos on the bar. It's around 265 pounds. A little wobble there, but he stood it up. Let's see what the judges say. That is a good lift. That is a good lift.
122 pinch loaders, 122 minutes. Okay. Thank you, loader. Luke, 122.
Luke coming out for his first attempt here. Excellent first attempt from Luke. Good control off the floor, patient with that first pull.
Just remember, any questions that you have, you can fire away in the chat. Here is Dimitri Alburi from Rising Tide Weightlifting.
We had 122 on the bar, but we just increased to 124.
Luke 128, 125 pins loaders.
Increase in weight, 125 on the bar. Now, there was a meet about a year ago that I was at, and Dimitri was also there. He was in the flight right after me, and I believe his clean and jerk at that meet, I think he went up to a bit over 200 kilos, so we're expecting some big clean and jerks today, especially from Dimitri, like I said, but also William Bowman, looking to hit some 200 kilo plus clean and jerks.
Putting on those two big reds. This is 125 kilos. Over 250 pounds. Only on the snatch right now.
The final change, 120. 27, please.
127. I believe this will bring up a new lifter. This will bring up Luke Schamberger from Born Again Weightlifting.
$127 kilos, 280 freedom units for those who do not speak kilos. Once again, 280 freedom units.
This man is only 22 years old, lifting 280 pounds on the snatch.
And only his second attempt. Really getting his hook grip set in there. Beautiful. All right, a little on the toes on the catch, but
Very smooth lift overall. 128 kilograms. This will keep Luke Schamberger up.
So I'm going to do replays starting soon. So you're gonna see a giant like peak strength. Just I'm gonna introduce peak strength just so we can come up with it's called it's like a giant peak strength. It's just like peak strength. Okay, quick question. Comments. We can't see comments.
Here is Yvonne Escott from Garage Strength.
look at that bright yellow singlet. I feel like every meet he's got a new singlet.
That is so true.
Very narrow stance. Beautiful, beautiful first lift.
130 your knees, and we're going to take the loop, third time.
Nothing else. Very strong. We see this on the peak strength replay.
For the change, 131, please.
131 kilos
131.
coming on the bar for Ivana Scott.
Automatic increase. There's the change, 131 for Luke. Bring in 130. 131 remains on the bar. Luke, you're the lifter.
131 stays on the bar. This will bring up Luke Schamberger for his third and final attempt in the snatch.
Come on, man. We can't handle him. Come on, finish tall. Set it behind your head.
131 for Luke Schamberger. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, that is a no lift for Luke. Hills.
Oh, sorry. Go. So, if you saw his pull there, right at the beginning,
Here's the
we see
replay.
a little flutter in his heels. I don't know if you guys caught that. Right as he passed around the knees, a little flutter of the heels. So that probably threw his weight off a little bit, making the catch more difficult, and unfortunately not making the lift.
You're up. Second attempt.
One 135 kilograms.
We are getting really close to the 300-pound mark here. And here comes Dimitri coming out. Oh no, it looks like he's increasing the weight.
Okay, 135, Ivan. It's you.
135 kilograms for Yvonne Escott of Garage Strength. This is some big weight. Here we go. That was a strong snatch. I'm sure he'll go up a lot again.
Please, 136 will be automatic.
What are you thinking, 140 for Yvonne?
Yes, I definitely think 140.
He's probably going to go big.
Here is the peak strength replay. Wow, that is a very strong snatch. Peak Strength is Garage Strength's app for many different things.
For any of your strength training needs, whether you are an Olympic weightlifter or you're training for some other sport, whether it be combat, swimming, etc., Peak Strength is your go-to source for all that. It's essentially having a coach in your pocket. You can determine your level, and then you can also select parameters depending on what equipment you have. And it's periodized through our signature parabolic periodization method created by Dane Miller.
Ivan is following himself, so he has a 2-minute clock. Here they go. His coach has already made a declaration, so he has an additional minute to make 2 more changes.
As the weights get heavier, the meat slows down. This is where we start to see a lot more of that strategic weight change coming on here.
I'm sorry, 138, please.
138 is the current weight on the bar. We are past the. Oh no, where are we at? 300. Let me look that up in freedom units.
This will bring up a new lifter. This will bring up Dimitri Alburi of Rising Tide Weightlifting.
And yes, we are now over the 300-pound mark. This is 304 on the bar in freedom units.
Wow.
That looked like cake. Holy crap.
That was a piece of cake for Dimitri. I'm sure we won't see him for a while. He'll go up quite a lot. 139. This will 139 will bring up
Russell Bowman.
Russell Bowman.
Okay, 140 please. Letters.
That's his legal name.
There. 3. Two lifters. Two lifters asking for 140.
This is new lifter Russell Bowman of Garage Strength.
There we go. We have that big 140 opening attempt.
This man can also clean and jerk over 180 kilograms. Strong opening attempt for Russell.
That was so smooth. That's unfair. That is unfair.
140 remains on bar list.
That looked too easy for Russell. Here's the peak strength replay.
Just beautiful. Look at the feet all the way through.
I think he almost no feet snatched that.
Yeah, right. No. Definitely, yeah, heel stayed grounded. He had a great extension at the end. Barely moved forward or backwards. He, yeah,
Here is
fantastic.
Yvonne Escott. $140 kilograms. That is a huge lift for Yvonne.
Little flex
Escott.
there. Yvonne always one to do a little showboating.
Beautiful.
I believe
for
that was his
Yvonne.
best in competition. I might be
Yes.
wrong there.
That is his best snatch.
Snatching competition.
Here
yeah.
is the peak strength replay. That was a.
I'm gonna be honest. That looked better than
very-
his first two attempts.
That is true. That looked very good. $141 kilograms. I believe this will bring up Dimitri Albury.
Increasing the weight 142. We are approaching 143 kilos, which in American units is 315. For all the gym bros out there, that is 3 plates. So we're looking to see if anyone's going to get to that magic 143 kilos and above today.
143 please. Final change.
There we go, 143 on the bar. This is equivalent to 3 of your normal plates if you're a gym bro at your standard gym.
315 pounds, 143 kilograms. Here is Dimitri Albury of Rising Tide Weightlifting.
Predictions, Lincoln? This is going to look easy, right?
I believe it's going to look relatively easy, yes. As inhumane that is. This is a lot of weight. Relatively easy is accurate. That
You just
is-
whipped that around. Holy
that is
crap,
a lot
dude.
of weight.
144 please, letters.
Here's the peak strength replay.
There you go, a little smile at the end there.
This is going to be 145 kilograms. Adding that big green on the outside. 145. That's a lot.
145.
Here is Russell Bowman. 145. This is only his second attempt. Another very strong snatch for Russell.
These freaks are making this weight look way too easy. Holy crap.
Yeah. I'll say that is a lot of weight.
That was 320 pounds. Well, just about 319.7, but 320. And I believe Russell he's a 109 kilo. He's not a 109 plus. He's the 109 and under. So that's a very, very impressive weight right there.
That is well over his weight, his body weight. $147 on the bar. This will bring up Dimitri Albury, I believe. Rising Tide Weightlifting.
We think he's going to go up.
I do think he will.
He's
go up.
probably feeling 150.
I think he's feeling 150, maybe, probably.
Yeah, he's running down the clock. Gonna increase it, get that rest time.
There's been a change that will bring back Dimitri 148. Please load us 148.
So Russell was on the board there, but again, changed weight. Dimitri's back on. So we're just stacking up the weights right now.
Here is Dimitri Albury for his third attempt. 148 kilograms. I believe this is gonna make he's gonna make this look very easy.
He just hung out in the bottom there to make us think it was hard. Threw that weight around.
51. The final attempt for Russell.
What a
This
beautiful lift.
will bring up 150 kilograms, 51 kilograms for Russell Bowman.
There we go, breaking the 150 mark today on snatches. This is exciting. Anytime you see 140 kilos on a snatch, it's great. But when you see 150, that makes everyone just get really excited. Everyone's behind Russell here, hoping that he gets this lift. Third attempt.
126.
$151. There we go.
Wow, that is a lot of weight.
There we go.
That is a lot of weight.
Still ripped it up like it was nothing. Yeah, a little shaky on the catch, but
Here
good lift's a
is
good
the
lift.
peak strength replay. All right, that concludes the snatch portion. We are already well over 320 pounds. We will see you in 10 minutes.
You need to strength train.
To increase speed, improve durability,
I'm turning dreams into reality.
go beyond one's limits.
And make the industry shake. You put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best. Yes, painting pictures for the course.
Peak Strength 2.0 is coming.
The drummer passion never rests. Yeah, it's one shot, not a future before.
Do you want to become a faster athlete? You need to train acceleration, your ability to speed up as quickly as possible. Top end speed, reaching your maximum velocity. and change of direction, overcoming inertia to move both laterally and horizontally. Peak Strength 2.0 lays it all out for athletes like yourself, trying to get faster.
So do you want to achieve the best version of yourself? I think when we're thinking through that lens of trying to be the best version of ourselves, the first thing that we have to do is we have to have a vision. Where do we want to get to? How do we want to become this individual? What is that individual that we want to become? The second thing that we have to do is we have to establish a weakness. We have to find, where are we weakest? Where are we weakest physically? Where are we weakest in the sense of performing specific types of movements, so that we can then build a program upon that. And then the third thing that we need to do is figure out, I have to do this 4 times a week minimum. And I have to repeat that over and over and over again. So if we go through a vision, a weakness, and then we have that repetitive task, now we can work through this. One of the biggest things that we do inside of our strength training app, Peak Strength, is that we try to help you establish that vision, find that weakness, and then help you be accountable so that you can constantly make those improvements. Athletes, does your programming have you overworked and underperforming? Peak Strength has all sports covered. Strength building periodization, explosive exercises, and all new speed workouts to increase your acceleration, your top end velocity, and your agility. Start your free trial today by heading over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store or the Apple iOS Store, to elevate your journey to becoming elite. Athletes, has it been years since you've made an improvement? You aren't running faster and you feel like you're leaving gains on the table? Get periodized programming specific to your sport with Peak Strength, used by athletes at every single level, from those athletes looking to make the varsity team all the way to the elite at the top of their sport. And Peak Strength even has all new speed training and endurance training workouts to make you faster and more athletic. Start your free trial today by heading over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store or the Apple iOS Store, to elevate your journey to becoming an elite athlete.
Alrighty, here is Ryan O'Connell from Barbell Seppuku. Second.
Starting with our clean and jerks.
125.
Made that look like light work.
Snappy jerk there. That's a good lift.
We're going to put 126 on, please, lifters.
Any questions you do have, feel free to fire them away in the chat.
All right, bars loaded, Ryan, 126.
So, to answer Mustafa Fall's question, there actually is PowerFest Discus. We just could not live stream it. We couldn't get technology over there. It was kind of a remote location. So, there is PowerFest Discus, not available online.
And as far as the question about chairs being thrown, we might see Yvonne throw a chair.
That is accurate. If he misses a lift, he might throw a chair.
Or even if he makes a lift, he might throw a chair.
If he makes a lift and gets happy, very, very happy, he might throw the scores table. So, stay tuned for that.
Landisi lifts, what do you mean 2.0 for, is that in reference to the app?
It is coming out, I believe, in the next 6 months.
128, please, lifters. Ryan was 128.
We do not quite know. I stand corrected, we don't quite know when 2.0 is coming out. I would guess that it is in the next 6 months, so check that out once it comes out.
All right, second stage, 130, please, lifters. All right, bars loaded.
130 kilos for Ryan O'Connell.
That was a way better landing on his split jerk there.
Here's
Go
our peak
replay.
strength replay. Great angle there.
Bars loaded, 131, Ryan, your lifter, third attempt.
131 kilograms here for Ryan O'Connell. Final attempt. I like to listen to myself. Great angle there.
So that just lags behind by a little bit.
It's like 7 seconds.
So it looks like there's going to be some weight changes coming on here. Ryan went back into the warm-up room, so we're expecting some changes right now.
Hopefully, I don't think anything's wrong, but hopefully there is nothing wrong.
And out comes Ryan. Here we are.
Here comes Ryan O'Connell for his third and final attempt. There's been a change, I believe. From 131, 135, 135. This will bring up Ryan O'Connell, 135.
Make sure you plan ahead and check us out in February for the Frank Stanley Classic. We run a winter event as well as a summer event, so the next one that we'll have here coming up will be the Frank Stanley Classic that is end of January, early February.
We also might be having one on Thanksgiving.
All right, Dominic, your looks are 135.
$135. This brings up Dominic Montoya from Draw Strength. Keep in mind, this man is 38 years old. This is a lot of weight for a 38-year-old. This is very impressive.
He's not that old, Lincoln.
I know he's not that old. My dad could not do that when he was 38. My dad can't lock out his elbows anymore. I believe there will be a change. This will be Ryan O'Connell.
I didn't hear any change announced. I thought it was going to be...
I thought it was going to be Dominic Montoya. Here is Ryan O'Connell, 135. I believe we are already over 300 pounds, right?
So 137 is 300 pounds, so we're
Okay,
right on,
so
right there.
Right on the verge of 300. Strong jerk. I believe there was a little bit of a press out.
We'll see what the judges say.
That is a good lift.
Good lift. All right. Yeah, as far as the split jerk there, we can see his back leg on this replay here. Give it just a second. So his second split jerk, or on his second attempt, was the best. You can see his back leg there, a little extended more than we'd like, but all around, that front foot was stable, so he was able to recover it.
Same weight, 135. No, never mind. 137. This is that
300 pounds.
300 pounds for Dominic Montoya. That's a lot of weight.
Oh, that was clean. Holy
That
man.
was a strong clean.
Haha, it was clean.
Ha ha ha. A very powerful jerk here. That'll be a good lift for Dominic. 138. Will be the automatic increase. Here is Dominic Montoya's peak strength replay. You see those elbows just lock out. No soft elbows. That is a great jerk. 140 kilograms. Was this the 143 that was 315?
Yes, so 143 is 315, 140 is 308 pounds, 308 freedom units.
This will bring up
This is Luke Schamberger,
from Born Again Weightlifting.
and it looks like, I don't know if anyone caught it, just because I coach powerlifters, he's got a strength shop singlet and a strength shop belt, which a lot of powerlifters do like. So I haven't seen a lot of that in the Olympic weightlifting sphere.
Strong clean.
Drive it high with your legs. Step through.
Big jerk there. Little bit of soft elbows. Let's see what the judges say. Good lift for Ryan O'Connell. Oh, wait.
Luke.
Luke Schamberger. My apologies. Let's look at this replay. This is Edward Killen from Country Strong.
Looks like he got some cupping recently. I don't know if you saw that on his shoulder. There we go. All right.
A big clean. Here comes the jerk.
Okay.
Soft elbows, but I think that is a good lift for Edward. Very, very good.
Got his first lift on the board here. Had a little rough start on the snatches there, but we're glad that he got his first clean and jerk successful. Looking for some big numbers from him today. And here comes Caleb. Just learned that his third snatch was 110. That was a 5 kilo PR.
Here is Caleb Parker from Garage Strength. 140?
This looks like 140.
140 kilograms for Caleb Parker. Those bright yellow shoes. Man, they're pretty crazy.
They make you go faster.
You get those lightning bolts in the back. That's where you see those front squats can pay off on that. Big jerk for Caleb.
He was dancing his feet around on that split jerk there, but he held it together in the end. Looked like his front straps on his sneakers were...
Yes, I did see that. That must be like a personal preference.
Maybe.
Maybe, or
Maybe.
he just forgot.
Alright, Dominic, second attempt, 141.
And there was teammate Ivan Iska in the background cheering him on there.
Seemed like he liked that lift quite a lot. Here
here's-
is Dominic Montoya,
Another garage strength lifter.
141 kilograms. 143 was 315. So we're 2 kilos off that 315 mark. Big jerk for Dom Montoya. That'll be a good lift.
Yeah, he definitely had a lot more authority on that split jerk than his first attempt.
Here
His split
is-
jerk's a little narrow,
Yes.
but that's not necessarily bad. It's just usually you see split jerks a little bit. The feet are about hip width apart generally, but his seems a little bit more narrow. But if it works, it works.
Thanks to that peak strength replay, we could see that.
Alright, 143, we're gonna go up. 143 is gonna bring up Luke.
Oh, here is that 3 plates, 315 pounds, 143. If you look at some of the weights, you will see the Olympic logo from Tokyo 3 years ago. Those plates were actually used in the Tokyo Olympics. Fun fact. 145 kilograms. Coming onto that bar, we're adding that big green. And I am sure that in this clean and jerk, we will see.
We're seeing some big. We're seeing some big. 3 big slabs of meat today. We're gonna see some 200 kilo attempts. Very excited.
Here is Ishban Aziz from Patience Athletics. Good strong lift there for Ishban. Here's the jerk.
With authority. There we go. Little
soft elbows, little walk.
little dancing, but what are the judges going to give him?
It is a good lift for Ishban Aziz.
During the break, I was talking to Ishban. His 120 kilo snatch, that was a PR for him, so we're very proud of him. Congratulations, Ishban, on 120 kilos. That's 265 pounds.
Second attempt for Luke Schamberger from Born Again Weightlifting. This is
145 kilos.
145 kilos.
That's right around 317, 318-ish pounds, I believe.
Yeah. Get that hook grip right. Strong, clean, get up. Here's the jerk.
Driving punch.
Very solid jerk. I think that was better than his first jerk.
That definitely was better than his first.
That was a great jerk.
I think his first, his front knee was a little far forward when he caught the jerk. His front knee was further out in front of his toes, and that caused him to walk a little bit more. On this split jerk here, we can see, yes, much better planted in that front foot. The shin was a little bit more vertical, so had a much more authoritative split jerk recovery there.
Here is 145 for Caleb Parker from Garage Strength. Strong, clean. Here's the jerk. Wow, that was a great clean.
Excellent. Just needed to have heavier weight to get a better split jerk.
That is a good lift for Caleb.
125 remains on the one more time. Dominic, you'll be the lifter.
Very narrow stance for Caleb, reminiscent of like a conventional deadlift. You see, obviously, most Olympic weightlifters on the clean, their feet are a little bit more like a squat stance, right around shoulder width, slightly pointed out toes. You don't see too often the narrow feet forward stance.
Here is Dominic Montoya.
Look at that shirt under his singlet. I don't know what the heck those patterns were, but they look kind of cool.
He is also from Garage Strength Weightlifting. Big jerk here.
Gotta readjust the bar. He's got it. Let's go.
Not quite able to make that jerk.
Not quite, but a big smile as he walks off stage.
He had a great competition today. Here is that peak strength replay. I think he might have used a little too much energy getting that bar adjusted. It happens. Here is Edward Keelan from Country Strong.
I feel like this is a pretty big jump from his first attempt. I think, what did he open at? 135?
35, I thought.
Okay,
so this is 146 or 7.
147, yeah,
147.
so big jump.
So a huge, huge jump. Almost 13 kilos.
I believe that. Well, 12 kilos.
12 kilos.
There you go. Yep.
Oh, couldn't quite
Little
get
jump
under
back
there.
there. Lost out in front. Something that happens a lot, especially when you're newer to weightlifting and you're learning to get under the bar with some big, crazy heavy weights. People tend to jump back. They get a little scared of the weight, jump back, lose out in front. Something just with time, mentally you just learn to keep yourself in place and just stick it out. Get your shit under the bar, stand it up.
You need to strength train.
One shot, not a future but
To increase speed,
shot for the kill, the breeze come freeze.
improve durability,
I'm turning dreams into reality.
go beyond one's limits.
Chemistry, the memories spark to motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best. Yes, painting pictures for the course.
Peak Strength 2.0 is coming.
The drummer passion never rests. Yeah, it's one shot, not a future but sure.
Getting up to that 150 kilo mark. Yvonne coming out for his first lift.
Here is Yvonne Scott.
We got 150 on the bar. We are now at the 330-pound mark.
See, my dad, Dane Miller, in the background, his coach. Strong clean for Yvonne. Massive jerk.
Well, when you can front squat over 400 pounds, you
I
know,
think you got a good clean.
it makes standing up.
Here is that peak strength. Peak strength replay. Coming up next is Ishban Aziz. Unfortunately, no lift for Ishban. There's that jump back scenario that we just saw with Edward. Fortunately, that is a no lift.
Once again, big shout out to the weight loaders.
Oh yes, 100%. They probably lift the same amount of weight in the entire competition as these weightlifters do.
Many, many, many times the
Yes,
weightlifters do.
Yes. Here is Luke Schamberger. 150 kilograms. Right?
Yes. Yep. 150. You're really digging in that hook grip.
Strong clean. Here's the big jerk. This is a big jerk for him.
Big breath. There we go. Nice.
He holds it.
Dance.
Wow.
Judge
That is
giving
a
it.
good lift.
I believe it's a good
for
lift.
him. That is a good lift. That was a very strong lift for Luke Schamberger.
I had to fight a little bit on that clean there.
Yep.
That pull and standing up, but
Here is the peak strength replay of that jerk.
yeah, he freaking stuck that.
He really had to fight it.
You're at 150, 30 times.
Little step there.
Yeah, a little dancing there.
Up next, here is Caleb Parker from Garage Strength for, I believe, his final attempt. 150 kilograms. Remember, any questions you have, just fire away in the chat.
So
Wow,
the elbows
that was
tap the knees. That technically would be a bad lift. We'll see what the judges say.
Fortunately, that is
press
a press out, so
See what the judges give him. Caleb pumping his arms up and down. Something that happens in practices. He does have a tendency to press the final range of motion on the split jerk there.
that is an impressive jerk, and I mean, even saving that is very good, but unfortunately no lift because of a press out.
The press out and also the elbows tapping the knees there.
Yes.
Training make, but not a competition make.
Yes. Here is Ishvan Aziz from Patience Athletics.
Second attempt at 150 here. There we go. Oh, beautiful.
Much better clean there from Ishvan.
Repositioning there. It looked like he was about to go for the jerk.
Yes, I thought he was going for the jerk there.
There we go. Big reach with the front leg, but he stabilized it.
That is a good lift.
As you can see, he was much more patient off the floor in that in his third attempt here, and that kept him on better balance, so he could actually catch the bar. And once he caught it, you saw him stand it up, no problem. So very happy for him. I believe that was a competition PR for Ishban.
To answer Josiah's question, Luke Schamberger's last lift was 150 kilograms.
Here we go, Ross stepping up to the bar.
Ross Buckwalter.
155 kilos loaded up.
Very strong clean for Ross. And a jerk.
Looks like there was nothing on the bar there for him.
Yeah, that was quite the jerk and clean. 156 is the automatic increase for Ross. I believe, yes, this is still Ross. I think he will make a change here. 157 is the change for Ross Buckwalter. As a response to Kayvon Lakaka, 3 plates, 315. This is well over 315. Very, very soon we will see 3 red plates on the bar for
a few of the competitors today.
For a few of these lifters. Here is 160 kilograms. This is a lot of weight. 160 for Ivana Scott.
10 kilo jump, but based on the 150, moving like it was nothing.
I do believe he can make this lift. Strong clean. Here's
Stood
the
it up
jerk.
like it was nothing.
Wow, that was a good jerk. Little soft on the elbows, but that is a good lift for Yvonne. 161 will bring out, I believe, will bring out Ross Buckwalter of horsepower strength.
I think Ross probably just increased it, and that's forcing Yvonne back out, but it looks like Dane is upping Yvonne.
Yvonne's score.
Hey, Mason Woods, how you doing, bud? Yvonne snatched 140. Yeah, 140, just confirmed.
Mason Woods, aka Throwify, congratulations on a fantastic career in throwing. Retired yesterday. Great job, Throwify.
Coaches are at the table playing around with the numbers. Now, Dimitri has not come up yet for his first attempt. Like I said earlier, Dimitri has clean and jerked over 200 kilos, so we're probably going to see him open up really big today.
All right, loaders, we need 163, please.
And Peak Strength app. Check us out on the App Store, Google Play, wherever you get your apps from, depending what phone you have.
Peak Strength is basically a personal trainer that you can find in your back pocket.
Not just a personal trainer, a top-notch strength coach.
Here is Ross Buckwalter. This is
163.
163 kilograms for Ross. How many pounds is this? £360. Strong jerk. That was easy. Strong jerk for Ross.
164.
Automatic increase to 164 kilos. Probably going to see that weight go up.
Bars loaded 164. Yvonne, you're the lifter. There's been a change that will bring up Ross. 64.
164 on the bar for Ross Buckwalter's final attempt.
$165, please, loaders.
Ross just increased,
65 for Ross.
buying him a little time to rest.
You will be the lifter, 165.
And we're going to see if Yvonne
Yvonne's
increases.
going to come out 165.
Round of applause. This is a tough session. You can do it for. Thanks so much for getting these weights on and on and keep it moving.
Putting on those big blues. Coming up on those big red plates. Those 3 big red plates.
All right, Yvonne, it's you, 165.
Here is Yvonne Escott. His final attempt.
Big 165
for Yvonne Escott.
Getting the crowd going.
Strong clean. The first time he did that, he didn't make it when he did the clap.
Dude, I believe that's a 305 total?
Yes, that is
305 total.
a very, carry a lot. That's a lot.
Getting to 300 kilo total, especially, you know, for the middle and heavyweight men's, is a big milestone.
And we see that on that replay. He knew immediately on that jerk. You could see that smile immediately.
And he's
to that
probably
piece
talking
right
shit back there.
100%. 167. This will bring up Ross Buckwalter's final attempt. Here is Ross Buckwalter's final attempt, 167. Strong clean for Ross. Here comes the jerk. Holds this jerk. That was a very good jerk.
Alright, we're gonna move all the way up to 180.
Oh boy. Peak strength replay. Showing that strong clean. Here's the jerk once again. Really, really, really had to hold that.
Yeah, he leans back a little bit on his jerk. You can see his chest kind of tilted back. So sometimes, you know, that can make holding your jerk a little bit more challenging.
Here you go. Here is those 3 big reds. That is a lot of weight.
And we got a small red on it. And then just a reminder for those who do not know, the collars, so those little things that hold the weights on. Each of those is 2.5 kilograms. So that counts towards the weight when we calculate the bar weight.
This is
180.
180 kilograms. That is a lot.
Just shy of
weight.
400 pounds.
Just shy of 400. I think it's 396, I believe. Yeah. Pretty much 400. He makes that clean look easy. Here's the jerk. Wow. I think he's going to go well over that for his next attempt. Here is the peak strength replay.
We're going to go with 181 first. Okay, never mind. 182. There's been a change. 182.
We got 2 big dogs going at the clean and jerk right now in the 400 plus range. Russell Bowman from Garage Strength opening up at 182. That is 400 freedom units, 400 pounds.
Russell Bowman from Garage Strength. Strong clean. 182. He makes that look easy. Good lift for Russell.
183 will be the declared weight, or sorry, will be the automatic increase. 183 will be the automatic increase for Russell.
What a beautiful split jerk. Looking at that front leg, that shin angle, bend in the back knee. Excellent, excellent lift.
183 is on the bar.
Dimitri's probably going to increase that.
Dimitri and Russell will probably go back and forth, increasing the weight. There it is. 185 will go on the bar.
Russell's actually shooting for the Garage Strength gym record. Our current record at Garage Strength is 200 kilos.
Exactly 200 kilos, held by Douglas James Shuttleworth, otherwise known as DJ.
programming have you overworked and underperforming? Peak Strength has all sports covered. Strength building periodization, explosive exercises, and all new speed workouts to increase your acceleration, your top end velocity, and your agility. Start your free trial today by heading over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store, or the Apple iOS Store to elevate your journey to becoming elite. After years since you've made an improvement, you aren't running faster and you feel like you're leaving gains on the table. Get periodized programming specific to your sport with Peak Strength, used by athletes at every single level, from those athletes looking to make the varsity team all the way to the elite at the top of their sport. And Peak Strength even has all new speed training and endurance training workouts to make you faster and more athletic. Start your free trial today by heading over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store, or the Apple iOS Store to elevate your journey to becoming an elite athlete.
$188 for Dimitri Albury, Rising Tide Weightlifting. Big lift there for Dimitri. Here's the jerk. Strong jerk for Dimitri.
He stands up that clean like it's nothing. And look at the tree trunks. Those legs. Humongous, humongous legs. Stands it up like it's nothing. He probably could front squat that for like 8 reps. Yeah.
Bro, what does this kid do?
Third attempt, 189 is the automatic.
189 is on the bar for Dimitri. I'm sure he will change that weight.
Looks like, yeah, they're running down the clock. Gonna increase.
190, please, orders 190.
There we go.
Declare weight for this lifter. 190, please, orders 190.
190 for Dimitri Albury. Increasing that weight so much. This is a lot of weight.
190, we're right at 419 pounds. 419 pounds.
Alright, bars loaded. 190. Dimitri, the lifter. Please, loaders. There's been a change.
192 kilograms coming on the bar.
Thank you. Bars loaded. Clock is running. Dimitri, 192.
So this is kind of a funny comparison, but for comparison, this is 200 kilograms, which is about the same weight as an adult bottlenose dolphin or the average male lion.
Really? Average bottlenose dolphin is 200 kilos.
That's a lot.
That's a heavy fish right there.
Yeah. Here is Russell Bowman from Garage Strength, 192.
Again, Russell is chasing to break the 200.
194 for Russell Bowman. Strong, clean.
Oh my gosh, he stood that up
like it
right
was
away.
Nothing. Do you think he's still gonna go
They're
for
gonna
that?
go up. He's going to go up.
You think he's gonna go for 201?
I think he's going.
No left there, 192 for Russell. He still has 110 remaining. We're going to
Here's that
tighten
peak
up.
strength replay. I think he can get that. He's just got to lock those arms out on the clean.
The jerk.
The jerk, sorry. Seems just a little forward there on the jerk.
All right, bars loaded. 194 Russell, the lifter.
194 for Russell is loaded up.
Okay.
Running down the clock here. Russell's probably gonna up the weight.
We do have a gym record of 200 kilograms that these gentlemen are approaching. It's currently held by...
Need to strength train.
One shot, not a future resort.
To increase speed.
Shot for the kill, the breeze come freeze.
Improve durability.
I'm turning dreams into reality.
Go beyond one's limits.
Chemistry, new memories, spark to motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best. Yes, painting pictures for the course.
Peak Strength 2.0 is coming.
Work the drummer, passion never rests. Yeah, it's one shot, not a future.
Another comparison, 200 kilograms. This is another funny one. Also weighs, if you had 8,000 pennies, that is the same weight that these guys are lifting. Funny comparison.
I normally carry around to 8,000 pennies in my pockets, so I know exactly what that feels like.
I think your pants fall down a little bit. Here is, I believe, 200 pounds? I mean 200
This is
kilograms.
195.
195 kilograms.
Second attempt.
Second attempt, I believe. Second attempt for Dimitri. Strong clean. Here comes
Easy
the jerk
stand
for
up.
Dimitri. Big jerk for Dimitri. Wow.
Beautiful lift. Beautiful lift.
We have one attempt remaining from Russell.
Here comes Russell Bowman for his final attempt. And I do think that he will go for 201.
Russell, 195, final lift.
Once again, our current gym record for clean and jerk is 200 kilos, held by Coach DJ Shuttleworth. While we do love DJ, we want that record to fall.
That is certainly true. $196 for Russell Bowman. $196 kilograms. Russell Bowman. Here we go. Strong clean for Russell. Here's the jerk. Oh, no. Does not quite get the jerk. That is still very impressive for that clean. That is the conclusion of the men's session. Stick around till 3 o'clock for our next session. What's up? I'm live with Yvonne and Scott from the men's weightlifting session. Yvonne, what do you have to say about what you did today in that weight?
Today was an exciting day. Today was the first time I've gone 6 for 6 since my first ever weightlifting competition also here at Garage Strength. And it was really exciting because I hit a new competition PR on snatch, new competition total, and then it was the first time I actually completed a clean and jerk with the clap going with the crowd. So it felt really good to provide for the crowd and just have a really, really good time and have fun competing.
So Yvonne gets this clap thing from throwing. Why does the clap get you excited? Does it make you feel like I'm going to make this lift?
Well, yes, it definitely helps with the confidence. It definitely helps with the energy, but also it gets the crowd engaged. You know, this is a community event. You know, we're having a good time, and so I want the crowd to have a good time too.
All right. This was my quick interview with Yvonne and Scott. Thank you, Yvonne.
Peace.
Welcome back. I am now joined with Russell from the clean and jerk. Russell, can you walk me through what you were thinking about during those final clean and jerks?
So I opened conservative just to get on the board. It's been a while since I competed, and I'm not looking for any kind of total. And then that 12-kilo jump was just to try and hit a PR, and I gave it 2 good attempts, but not quite there today. Training should have been a little bit better leading up, but I just really didn't want to drop the jerks, but I did, so we'll try next time.
Okay, those snatches were pretty good too. Can you tell me about those?
Yeah, the snatches, I've never gone 3 for 3 on snatches. So 40, 45, 51 just to get the PR. And in training, I haven't lifted over 140 in about a year, so that was really good. The crowd was great energy, and I think that's what really did it for me. Good competitors, and walked away with the PR.
All right, final question. How about this mustache? Does this help you with anything in your competition?
It is performance enhancing. USADA, please don't come to my house. But really, this is just a show of dominance. So when you're on that platform, you feel dominant, you look dominant.
All right, this was Russell Bowman. Thank you, and back to the lifting. The elite group. Roll you through a couple of athletes. This is our first 7 is We have Emma Cunningham from Country Strong, Nina Freda from Hardbat Athletics, Katie Baldrich from Philadelphia, Patty Smith from Garage Strength, Catherine Christmas from Power Up XA, Isabella Estajak from Garage Strength. Also, that was Emma Cunningham from Country Strong with a good lift. We also have Cindy Charpentier from Test Your Metal Weightlifting, Olivia Benjamin, who is unaffiliated, Chelsea Neves from Garage Strength, Eileen Brown from Westchester Weightlifting, Alexandra Vespicio from Garage Strength,
Vespico
from Garage Strength, Liz Erie from Philadelphia, Early, I believe. Sorry if that is incorrect. Alright, this is going to be Alexandra Vespico from Garage Strength. This is 52 kilograms, I believe.
-5 women's bar.
Oh, yeah. 47 kilograms.
So for those who are new to weightlifting, we have two different bars. We have the men's bar and the women's bar. Men's bar is 20 kilograms, which is 44 pounds. And then the women's bar is 15 kilograms, which is 33 pounds. The diameter of the bar is slightly less on the women's, which obviously makes it so women can generally, have a better lift, better grip on the bar. No lift. Good attempt. Very cool singlet.
Remains on the bar.
52 kilos on the bar.
Okay, Rachel, you're going to have a 2-minute clock and your bar is loaded.
Subbing in for Lincoln, we have Colt Armstrong, a previous Garage Strength lifter. Colt, say hi to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Now, Colt, you went pretty far through the Olympic weightlifting realm. How far did you get?
U.S. Nationals alongside Wes Kitts. That was in 2023 Nationals or possibly 2022. But yeah.
Yeah. You were 102 or 109?
102.
You're
yeah.
102 in that.
So
Excellent.
it was actually very cool to meet the Olympian Wes himself.
Rachel coming out for her third attempt, same weight on the bar. All right, made the lift. Basically a power snatch there.
All right, letters, can I have 54 on the bar, please? 54, that'll bring up Ella for her second attempt.
We have Emma Cunningham coming up for her second attempt as of right now with 54 kilos.
Country Strong with their very cool, very unique singlets coming out here.
That is a no lift.
So we're going to get a replay on this.
54 remains on the bar.
That will stay at 54. as that was her second, and she will get her third to take another crack at it.
Bar is loaded.
Andrew, replays?
When things spice up a little bit.
Okay.
So I don't know how many of you folks have been to a weightlifting meet before, but there is 2 events, there's snatch and 18 endurance. You get 3 attempts at both of those, and you can
comments.
and as many as you can.
Anyone who's watching the live stream, please feel free to comment, ask us questions. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
And because she follows herself on these attempts, she gets a 2-minute clock as opposed to following another lifter. You get a 1-minute clock on your attempts. So she will have a 2-minute clock here, and it looks like she is just about ready to come up and take that third attempt.
Cole, what are your thoughts on that lift there?
Looked good in a pool, just a little bit loose in the catch. It was her shoulders dropped a little forward, and then the bar, obviously she lost it forward because of that loose catch. A little bit tighter in the catch, and I think she would have had that.
It almost looks like her start position, she doesn't quite fully engage that upper back. You can see a little bend in the elbows there.
Yeah, strong with the legs, a little bit tighter with the upper body. I think she has that. But that is her third attempt, and we will move on to the next lifter.
We have Katie Baldrich from the Philadelphia team coming out. First attempt. Very dynamic start.
Yeah, and a very narrow grip.
Very narrow grip. You don't really see that.
No. In snatch, usually, I mean, she is a little bit shorter of an athlete. Usually, grip comes in with correlating to arm span, but that looked particularly narrow and a little bit off on the one side in the catch.
Now, did Dane ever have you do close grip snatches in practice?
Yes, we have done them before. They are not my favorite, but they can be good for explosiveness.
Dude, I remember him programming that for me. I loved them for some reason. I feel like I was better at those than actual snatch.
They were fun until you started getting heavy enough that you would miss them, and then it was frustrating. But
because standing up, you're basically doing an overhead squat. Which
they are funky.
Here we go, Alex from Garage Strength.
It's a little bit more of a traditional snatch grip. And a good lift.
All pink singlet. We got some cool singlets going on here.
You only get limited gear in weightlifting to express your style.
Right.
So,
your individuality.
Yeah, so shoes, singlet, and sometimes a belt is just about it for most people.
Right. Well, the women tend to, do something with their hair. The guys, black singlets usually.
Yeah. Definitely different styles. Here's Katie back for her next attempt. There we go, and it looks like she recovers nicely on that next attempt.
Very fast start. You can see her hips rapidly come up and then drop back down. You see that lifters, kind of tend to fall into 2 categories on their start. Kind of a static start, whereby their hips and legs are in a position, and then from there they begin to initiate the bar motion. And then others who have more of a dynamic start, where they might pop the hips up and pull them back in to initiate the upward motion of the bar.
Yeah. And if her snatch grip is already that close together, I wonder if she takes an even tighter grip on the cleans. But I guess we'll see in the next half of this session. But that was good for her second attempt, and I believe she still has a third.
Bar is loaded for you, Cindy.
This is Cindy from Test Your Metal Weightlifting, first attempt.
We have a mix of weight classes in this session. Cindy is a 71 kilo female lifter, and it looks like she has made good on her first attempt.
Very authoritative first lift.
58 motors for the automatic increase. 58 remains on the bar, but that is a change of athlete with Alex for her third and final session.
And upcoming is Alex from Garage Strength, 81 kilo lifter for her third attempt.
All right, Alex, bar is loaded for you. On the bar, please, loader.
Moving up from 58 to 60 kilos, one big blue on each side.
Katie, you are on that. While they're putting on those big blues, I don't know if any of you guys have watched the Olympics that just finished, but ultimate weightlifting obviously is in the Olympics, and women's weightlifting had the first medal since 2000, and first gold medal since 2000, and it was by Olivia Reeves. Her biggest one. So it's a very big point. Yeah. 21. Bar is loaded.
For those watching at home, they just mentioned here on site that the USA women's weightlifting team, which does compete in the Olympics, which just competed at Paris, obviously had claimed their first women's gold medal in weightlifting in quite a number of years, and it was done by Olivia Reeves of Team USA, who is only 21 years old and has both competed with and is friends with a number of people from Garage Strength.
Third attempt for Katie. That very interesting narrow grip.
Yep, she is sticking with it. She is quick to the bottom of the hole and stands it up well. With that narrow grip, it becomes a higher distance that you have to lift the bar. If you put your hands straight up versus out to the side, you can see just watching how much further you might have to pull the bar depending on the difference in the angle of your arm span and your arm length. So she does have to pull a little further when she has that narrow grip, but she sinks to the hole fast enough to get that done.
Basically just have a really strong back. Pull that thing hard.
Yeah, and sink your butt to the floor as quick as possible. A little bit in front, but she saves it. Cindy Charpentier, and that is out of Test Your Metal Weightlifting. I believe that was her second attempt.
Second attempt, yeah.
And a little bit forward, but she did make that save, and that was a good lift.
And it looks like we have Alex coming out for her third attempt. Big smile, crowd getting behind her here.
Home field advantage for Alex. Oh, and a good strong pull, just a little bit loose in the shoulders in that catch, and it went behind.
Yeah, it kind of pitched her torso forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Had to counterbalance, and unfortunately, it was just too far back for the shoulders.
Yeah, coming out of the top of the extension and down into the bottom of the hole when you catch. If you come a little too fast down, then your chest and shoulders might drop while your arms go behind you, which is exactly what happened there.
All right, there's a change of weight and a change of rally. Can I have 63?
I believe she was 2 for 3 on snatches, though. Still a good day, and still got 3 attempts left at the clean and jerk for Alex.
That brings out half.
We have a new lifter stepping out. Catherine Christmas. Fantastic last name.
She is a 71 kilo lifter out of Power Up KSA on her first attempt.
63 kilos on the bar. Excellent lift. That was 139 freedom units. 139 freedom units. For those who, again, do not understand the kilos. If you want at home, just multiply the kilos by 2.205 and you will know what it is in pounds. We have another garage strength lifter stepping out. Again, the females tend to have just more fun singlets than the guys.
Yeah, well, I assume that a guy who wore that colored singlet would almost be pulling off a bit of a Borat look, so
right.
We'll leave
Kinda
that
like
to the
Yvonne
women.
did.
Yeah, kind of like Yvonne with his Kill Bill singlet, so we will leave those colors to the women.
Heels were up on the catch, but very solid standing up.
Yep.
Opening attempt, that was Isabella, again from Garage Strength, 71 kilo lifter there.
How did Yvonne end up finishing?
305 was his total.
6 for 6 on the day. Mason, to your comment on the live, how did he end up finishing? He went 6 for 6, and Ben says it was a 305 kilogram total. I believe he went 40, 65, 140, 165.
Where's Patricia?
Where's Patricia? She is one of the, actually in the middle in terms of weight class. She is just, I guess, stronger and will be coming out as the weights get heavier.
I think so, yeah. I don't recall what her opener was, but I have not, obviously haven't seen her yet.
Right now we have Cindy Charpentier. I believe this is her third attempt at 65, and she just cannot hold it in the hole.
There we go. There's Patty.
Coming out at 66 kilos.
All right, Patty is, your bar is loaded.
Patty, a garage strength veteran for a number of years. And a strong opener from Patricia.
66 remains on the bar, and that'll
Was
bring
that
up
66?
time
Is
for her
that 143 plus 12?
155-ish? 145.
Yeah, 145.
About 145 pounds.
That's a little over body weight for Patty.
And a strong opener. Now we have Catherine Christmas coming back for her second attempt here, also taking 66 kilos. We see some love for Isabella in the chat.
Oh, power snatch. Whew.
Very easy power snatch.
Hold that
for
up like it
Catherine.
was nothing.
Is there anything that we can hear how loud we are?
Andrew's been checking on this.
He says good. Okay.
Beautiful replay there. Excellent power snatch.
Yep.
All right, Bella.
And we see some fans of Bella in the chat here, and she is taking her next attempt, taking this one at 67 kilos.
A little wobbly on the feet on the pull, actually, and then wobbly in the catch, but...
yeah, I think she's coming. The heels are coming up a little bit early on that pull. Let's see this replay.
And I have 69
You
on
can
bar,
see
please.
right... Here we go.
That'll bring up Patty for her second attempt.
Like right at the pole.
A little bit rocky. You could see even when she did the dynamic start, her heels kind of picked up. And it was a little bit rocky between heels and toes on the pull through, which is why she caught it a little bit swingy, but she did manage to stabilize it, and it was a good lift.
Just gotta be strong and hold the bar, basically.
Yep. That's all weightlifting is, just gotta be stronger. Stronger than the bar. Patty up on her next attempt, taking classic 69.
Did not just do that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for what Colt just said. Patty with authority.
69 remains on the bar loaders.
That is 152 pounds approximately.
First 70 on the bar, please, loaders. That'll bring out Catherine for her third attempt.
Catherine Christmas coming out. 70 kilos on the bar. Yep, 70 kilos, 155 pounds. Is she going to power it?
She powered that last one pretty easily. I would not be surprised, but I guess we will see. Depends how confident she is off this pull off the ground.
So it might look a little bit different for the same amount. A woman's bar is 50 kilos and a bench bar is 20. Bar is loaded for you, Catherine.
And it looks like that bar will stay at 70 as Catherine is getting ready to come on out and try it. And it may be hard to see, but something to note is that the women's bar is a little bit thinner and a little bit lighter than the men's bar that we had just used in the last session. The women's bar is 15 kilograms in weight and a little bit thinner in diameter. A men's bar, obviously a little thicker in diameter, and 20 kilograms. And it looks like it was a power, maybe a little bit of a press.
I don't know if you noticed, but her hand position. So her right hand was a little bit closer to the collar. Her left hand was right on the ring hardware there. I don't know if that was a mistake or just how she sets up on the bar.
And especially in some of your early meets, I was just sitting center judge at the last session, and I do see some people don't always line up perfectly symmetrically. In the first couple meets, some people do lose track of that. And here's Bella for her third attempt at 70 kilos with a home crowd favorite. And just not quite there.
Feet were better.
Feet were better. Yeah.
Does she have little stones on her head?
All right, Patty.
Looked like she had little rhinestones on her head.
Oh, rhinestones. That's a good question. I don't know. I was watching the feet to see if she was doing the heel toe rock again, but I didn't see. She may very well have. But I do know, to Ben's earlier point, a lot of people in their first couple meets, when you're hopped up on adrenaline and you're nervous for your couple attempts, you only get 6 attempts, and it doesn't matter what you hit in the back room, it's only what you hit in the platform. So many people do lose track of their setup.
Or commands. That's the other big thing.
Yeah.
I dropped the bar before the down command a few times.
Yeah. And there's Patty with a 72 no-go, but a good pull. It looked like she just hopped a little bit backwards and caught the bar a little forwards because of it.
But still a good start to the day for Patty. 2 out of 3. I
Yeah.
think she finished up, her second attempt was what, 70? I believe it was 70.
I think she did hit the 70, yes.
So that is still a big weight, 155.
Yeah. For a 64 kilo female, that is a good snatch weight. Another thing to note too is for those who are new to weightlifting, the collars themselves weigh 2.5 kilograms each. So obviously one on each side is a total of 5 kilograms. So we have the big reds, which are 25 kilograms, the little reds, which are 2.5. All plates in weightlifting are color coordinated, and the collars, which are 2.5 kilograms as well. So the 15 kilo bar plus 2 25 plates plus 2 2.5s plus 2 more 2.5s in the collars, bringing us to the 75 kilo total, and it looks like that is good.
Please, loaders. That is an automatic entry.
Good lift.
77, please.
Replay here.
And it looks like she was able to stabilize that in the bottom of the hole before standing, which is good. If that is even slightly off center as you start pushing up, you will push it out either forward or out back behind you if you don't have it centered before you start pushing that force on your stand up. So looks like she stabilized that and then was able to come up straight.
And here's Chelsea, another garage strength weightlifter. I believe this is her first meet. Snappy, wow.
Very.
Very
Unlike
quick.
what I said earlier about people who lose their concentration in their first meets, it looks like she is coming out strong.
During training, Chelsea has a fantastic back squat. She's a very, very strong lifter, so no surprise here that she's moving this weight around like it's nothing.
Yeah, that looked very strong, very snappy.
Power?
Yeah, it was almost a power. She wrote it down to the bottom of the hole. I'd say she could keep that chest a little higher, but all in all, good lift and 3 white lights.
Once again, thank you to the loaders. You're moving a lot of weight the whole day. It can get very tiring. Anyone who's ever loaded for a weightlifting meet or a powerlifting meet knows what I'm talking about. You work up a good sweat, burn some calories. Also, just good to volunteer, help out your local meet.
And it looks like this next attempt is 80 kilograms.
A little jump forward there. I think her heels came up early.
Looked a little bit
for
slow in the
extension.
turnover. She still did manage to get it behind her, but she did jump, I believe, from 70 to 80 kilograms, which is a pretty large jump. That's over.
It's 22 pounds.
It's over 10% of the total lift itself, so that is a pretty substantial jump.
Bar is loaded for you, Chelsea.
And Chelsea back up. Second attempt. Snappy jump back though. You see the replay. Yeah, just very aggressive, very jumpy.
Yeah, it looked like it jumped. She might have jumped a little bit back, but whatever it was, the bar was a little bit forward. Just couldn't quite hold it.
Dude, I hurt my rotator cuff at Sambo today.
Doing what?
My rotator at Sambo.
Doing what?
I don't know.
It just hurts.
Well, it started when we were doing drills.
Oh.
And then one of them I came out was like, oh, fuck.
Dude, if it hurts and we're drilling, you gotta tell me so like we can go light. Or
It was at the end of the drill. And then we went into the randori, and I was like, oh, I can't not do this. It'll heal.
Years since you've made an improvement, you aren't running faster and you feel like you're leaving gains on the table.
Get up.
Get periodized programming specific to your sport with Peak Strength, used by athletes at every single level. From those athletes looking to make the varsity team all the way to the elite at the top of their sport. And Peak Strength even has all new speed training and endurance training workouts to make you faster and more athletic. Start your free trial today by heading over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store or the Apple iOS Store to elevate.
Miller.
Let's help her come back and hit.
And if you guys do not know who Dane Miller is, I would be hard pressed to wonder why you're watching.
What are you here
Garage
for?
Strength. But he is an elite level coach among multiple different power and strength sports, just coming off of the Paris Olympics with a number of athletes from a number of countries.
Way better lift by Chelsea. We can see she was a little bit more patient there. Her heels were way more grounded going into that triple extension. Again, it looked basically like a power.
Yeah, I think and especially since you said this is her first meet, she is stronger than she is technically developed, which is not surprising. But yes, I'd say that's a power, and she stood that up quite easily.
Yeah, she's definitely more patient off the floor to those knees there, which oftentimes I think what we saw in the second lift, she rushed it and that threw her off.
Yeah. And now the third attempt, this is
Liz.
70, 80, and now 83, with the last attempt at 80 being a miss.
Press out on that right elbow.
Possibly.
What are the judges going to say?
It's a no lift by the judges, but that is still a good attempt and something to chalk up if that is a PR attempt for her. Thank you for the love in the chat, saying we are better commentators than the Olympics, if that's what you are saying there.
We're going to take it that way.
We're just going to take that and run with it.
It almost seems like at the Olympics they didn't enjoy what was going on. We actually enjoy Olympic weightlifting.
And so, can we give a round of applause for our awesome live streaming crew who's making the sport of weightlifting more accessible to people that are interested in weightlifting, people that don't know about weightlifting, and people that can't be here to cheer on the family members today. So one more round of applause for Andrew Saylor, the live stream director.
Big thank you to Andrew.
Our commentators, Ben Wright, commentator, and also Jason Coon, wherever you are. Right here. Thank you, Mike.
Just giving some big thank yous to the crew here, the technical crew. Andrew sets up and manages pretty much all the editing and I guess you'd call it live editing for this event.
Yeah, the production. And so thank you to you guys at home tuning in if you couldn't be here to support remotely. I know the weightlifters love to see those comments roll in, and even for people who couldn't make it, they love to know that they're being watched and being supported by the people they care about.
And to everyone who said, go Bella, we'll let her know. And we had, and the Ivans. There were a lot of go Ivans.
Yep. both of the Garage Strength employees bringing the spirit on this event, and so I'm not surprised that they had a lot of fans in the comments.
What'd you say Yvonne's singlet was? Kill Bill?
That looked like a Kill Bill
looked
themed
like a
singlet
Kill
to
Bill.
me. I don't know if that's what he was going for, but yellow with black Adidas stripes down the side looks like Kill Bill to me. So I believe we'll be coming up on the clean and jerk portion of the session here shortly, with the women taking the second half of their attempts. You get 3 attempts at snatch, 3 attempts at clean and jerk, and again, it does not matter what you hit in the back room as warm-ups. Nothing counts until you hit it on the platform with 2 white lights or more from the judges.
You need to strength train. To increase speed. Improve durability.
I'm turning dreams into reality.
Go beyond one's limits.
And make the industry shake. We put the balls in the place. I'm talking one chance at best. Yes, painting pictures for the course.
Peak Strength 2.0 is coming.
The drummer passion never rests. Yeah, it's one shot.
Do you want to become a faster athlete? You need to train acceleration, your ability to speed up as quickly as possible. Top end speed, reaching your maximum velocity. And change of direction, overcoming inertia to move both laterally and horizontally. Peak Strength 2.0 lays it all out for athletes like yourself, trying to get faster.
Athletes, has it been years since you've made an improvement? You aren't running faster and you feel like you're leaving gains on the table? Get periodized programming specific to your sport with Peak Strength, used by athletes at every single level. From those athletes looking to make the varsity team all the way to the elite at the top of their sport. And Peak Strength even has all new speed training and endurance training workouts to make you faster and more athletic. Start your free trial today by heading over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store or the Apple iOS Store, to elevate your journey to becoming athletes. Does your programming have you overworked and underperforming? Peak Strength has all sports covered. Strength building periodization, explosive exercises, and all new speed workouts to increase your acceleration, your top end velocity, and your agility. Start your free trial today by heading over to peakstrength.app, the Google Play Store or the Apple iOS Store, to elevate your journey to becoming elite. If you want to achieve the best version of yourself, I think when we're thinking through that lens of trying to be the best version of ourselves, the first thing that we have to do is we have to have a vision. Where do we want to get to? How do we want to become this individual? What is that individual that we want to become? The second thing that we have to do is we have to establish a weakness. We have to find, where are we weakest? Where are we weakest physically? Where are we weakest in the sense of performing specific types of movements, so that we can then build a program upon that. And then the third thing that we need to do is figure out, I have to do this 4 times a week minimum. And I have to repeat that over and over and over again. So if we go through a vision, a weakness, and then we have that repetitive task, now we can work through this. One of the biggest things that we do inside of our strength training app, Peak Strength, is that we try to help you establish that vision, find that weakness, and then help you be accountable so that you can constantly make those improvements.
And that is a good first attempt for Emma Cunningham out of Country Strong on her clean and jerk. It looked like that was 60 kilograms.
Bar is loaded for you, Rachel.
Rachel has the best singlet. Power clean. Excellent lift all around.
Alright, so automatic increase for Rachel is 61. I need 63 on the bar loader.
So if they need help, they can.
Bar's gone up to 63 kilos.
We see some love for Rachel in the chat there after her good lift. That is a strong opener. Hopefully we'll keep this rig rolling with a couple more good lifts.
Oh, it's a cupcake singlet. Okay, I was wondering what it was.
Emma on her second attempt here at 63. There's a good clean.
Soft elbows there.
Yeah, it looked like her chest dropped a little bit in that dip, and she ended up pushing that bar a little forward. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's see in the replay because the dip. You're good.
Didn't mean to coach you up. And I believe Emma, it looks like, maybe following herself here on that 63 kilo attempt, which, as we mentioned earlier, when you follow yourself, you get 2 minutes between attempts, as opposed to following another lifter, you get a 1 minute clock. So she will get 2 minutes to recover after doing a full clean and attempting a jerk on what may be close to her PR. It can be taxing, and so you want to take as much of that 2 minutes to rest. You can't do, well, most people cannot do their max attempt back to back and successfully make both of them.
And that's a similar reason why we often see towards those third attempts, the coaches, kind of strategically using their increasing the weight a little bit, trying to force another player out, taking the rest.
So you can talk to me.
Yes, the coaches will take attempts on, take weight increases on attempts. You can only take increases. You cannot take decreases. And it looks like Emma's coming back strong on this third clean. Let's see if she can put it together on the jerk.
The dip definitely looked better.
Yeah, did look better.
Gonna...
But I think it was the same issue again, a little bit forward on this dip. And pushed it forward and away, whereas you want it right over the back of your head. But to Ben's point earlier, yes, when you have the bar uploaded for you, you can make what are called weight increases. You get 3 of them per attempt, I believe, and so you can call an increase in weight. You can only move up in weight. You cannot move down, and the clock does stop for your attempts while the loaders are adjusting that weight, and that is a good attempt for Rachel.
So that was Emma, third attempt, a good third attempt there. the cupcake singlet. Power clean right there.
Bar is going for you, Rachel. All right, can I have 66 please on the bar and loader? Rachel is still the athlete. For those of you who don't know, coaches have a chances of changing the weight for their athletes for each attempt. They can declare a weight within the first 30 seconds, and then after that, there's the first change and second change. They can only go up once they hit the weight.
66 kilos on the bar.
You can't go down. Bar is loaded. Please, loaders. So that was her second change, and so she has no more changes after that.
Lincoln's not alive, is he?
Bar is loaded for you, Rachel.
All right, moving up to 67 kilograms on this attempt. Rachel here with her third coming up.
Third attempt for Rachel.
And a good strong clean.
Elbows are a little low on the catch, but otherwise, you know, she's clearly pulling it nice and high. She's got the strength there. Just dropping those elbows on the catch. When she's moving way heavier weight, you're going to need to get those elbows up more, create a more stable shelf with your shoulders, just so the bar doesn't slip out.
Yeah, but a good lift, and it looks like she went 3 for 3 on clean and jerks and 5 for 6 on the day, which is a good day for any lifter.
Can you grab me some Chick-fil-A? Can you grab me some Chick-fil-A while you're there?
Chick-fil-A.
No, I want Chick-fil-A.
Bar is loaded.
Bar is loaded at 72 kilograms, it looks like, for Alex's first clean and jerk attempt. And a good opener for Alex on that one, both clean and jerk.
Are you able to just get 5 tickets and then $15 back?
And as Ben noted earlier, she had a all pink singlet and a pink sequins belt. Hitting
pink in the hair too.
I believe
Maybe,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. Hitting snatches and clean and jerks in style.
Even better.
Bar is loaded.
Lincoln's spending my money. It's on bail.
And here is Katie Baldrich from Philadelphia, 64 kilo
This is
lifter.
her first attempt.
I believe this
and
is
she
her
was
first.
the narrow snatch grip, so
And it looks like she has just about the same grip on her cleans.
similar dynamic start.
Good clean so far. And a good jerk it looks like too. Coaches from Philadelphia are happy with that one.
75 remaining on the bar for Alex for first second attack. Can I have 76 on the bar, please, later?
76 kilos on the bar. Cindy coming out for her first clean and jerk attempt.
Bar is loaded.
And Cindy Charpentier stepping up from test her medal on her first clean and jerk at 76 kilograms. Good clean. And a good strong jerk to go with it.
Taking a look at the replay here. Stood that up like it was nothing.
Punch through this jerk very strong.
That nice vertical torso like Colt was mentioning earlier.
Bar is loaded for you, Alex.
Alex coming out for her second attempt here. Also at 76 kilos.
Big smile as Garage Strength cheers her on.
Andrew in the chat asking if Bowman is there. Russell did compete earlier. I believe he went 3 for 3 on snatches and 1 for 3 on clean and jerks. All 3 cleans he made. The last 2 jerks he did not make. And there's Alex with a good
attempt
clean
from
and
Alex.
jerk.
A little dancing on the split jerk recovery, but a good lift nonetheless.
77, please, loaded. Can be automatic increase then for Alex. Please, loaders. That will bring out Bella for her first attempt.
And we have another Garage Strength home favorite employee, Bella, coming out for her first clean and jerk attempt at 78. And a good, strong, clean and jerk for Bella for her opener.
78 remaining on the bar then for Alex.
78, they say, will stay on the bar for Alex's, I believe, third attempt.
Quick look at the replay here.
Can I have 80 then?
Power clean, basically. Nice big breath going into the dip. Beautiful pushback overhead.
That brings up Catherine for her first attempt. 80 is on the bar.
And it looks like Alex moved up in weight. The bar is set to 80, and it will be Catherine Christmas for her opening clean and jerk.
Catherine, you are on.
Francis giving Bella a little bit of love in the live stream chat. Thank you for the support. I'm sure she appreciates that. Catherine opening up with a very strong power clean. And a powerful jerk to go with it. Gets her 3 white lights.
80 is on the bar. For her second attack.
And a good jerk there. You can see she pushed it back. Obviously, the bar is a little bit in front of your face to start when it's in front on your torso across your collarbones, and you got to push it back a little bit just to get it right above center line, and she did that beautifully. And we have a little blurb here about the Peak Strength app, the 2.0 coming out in September, but already a wildly successful strength and conditioning app for, as Ben put it, a coach in your pocket, access to elite level coaching, elite level programming for a number of different sports and goals, whether it be Olympic lifting, football, wrestling, baseball, soccer, basketball. Even martial arts, I believe Yvonne had let me know that they have a number of different sports, and you can set parameters for exercises that you either can or cannot do, and you can access it worldwide. So Peak Strength 2.0 model coming out in September.
And here we are cutting over to Alex's 3rd attempt.
Alex with a good fight on the clean.
Oh, little dancing there. Unfortunately, she could not hold it.
Great attempt on that jerk. What a fight. You hate to see that play out that way, but it just makes her hungry for the next one.
When you're holding a lot of weight up on your chest there, it can definitely make breathing a little difficult. So
yeah,
it's amazing when you see people hold it up there, reposition their hands all over the place, dancing around.
Yeah, the time that you spend there holding the bar, you know, the black around the edges of your vision start closing in, and you gotta go. So sometimes you just can't quite bring it together. But here we have Cindy Charpentier taking a good strong clean. It looks like this is 81 kilos. Again with a solid punch on that jerk, and she nails it. And let's take a closer look at this. Both the clean and the jerk very strong from Cindy here. Clean looks like butter, stands it up, very comfortable. Takes a good breath. Sets her torso, takes a deep inhale, keeping her torso upright. That's very, very crucial. You saw earlier we lost some of the jerks there forward, and that's when your torso is not tight and you dip on that jerk. If you drop your chest a little forward, you will end up pushing back up a little forward, and that's when you lose the jerk as such. So Cindy did a great job keeping that chest upright and punching that jerk straight up to the top, driving it home. And here we have Katie Baldrich taking her next attempt at 82. Good fight on that clean. And Deb in the comments noting that we have some amazingly strong women at this comp, and I can't help but to agree with after that good lift from Katie. moving the bar up to 83.
Bar is loaded for you, Bella.
Bella coming out at 83 kilograms. And for those of you at home cheering on Bella, right here she goes. With a good strong clean and a good strong jerk for a good lift from the judges.
Yeah, she stood that clean up like there was no weight on the bar there.
Yeah, she's standing up quite easily. She looks comfortable there with the bar across the chest. Good strong breath, bracing. Good
Nice
fight on the
push
jerk.
back. And that's why, in Olympic lifting, it's so important that your squat is strong, right? Because if you think about it, in practice, we're generally lifting, our snatch and clean, usually around 85+% of our competition clean and jerk and snatch. And if your squat is really basically the same as your competition clean, well, now you're squatting 85+% of your best squat.
Every rep.
Every rep. So if you can raise the ceiling of your squat, so that way now your reps of snatch and clean are more around 60 to 70% of your squat, way less taxing on your body overall, and you're able to hold up better.
Yeah. And Catherine here with another power clean. Good and strong at 85 kilos. Punch, it looked like a little bit loose on the left arm. It looks like that is a no lift because of it. Take a replay here, courtesy of Andrew on the production team. Easy clean for Catherine. Looked very strong. This jerk right here, you see that left arm just a little bit bowed in the elbow, but enough that the judges took note of it. And unfortunately, a no lift in competition. And we're back with Cindy Charpentier taking 85. I believe this is her third. Looks comfortable there. And another strong jerk from Cindy. All three of her clean and jerks looking very crisp. Great day on the clean and jerks for her. Let's take another look at that. Beautiful clean, stood up. Doesn't look like she's too winded after that. She catches her breath, takes a good bracing deep breath, and drives that jerk straight home. Demonstrating control on the way down as well. Another thing to note for those of you who are not familiar with weightlifting and or its rules, you cannot release the barbell until it has passed your shoulders on the way down. So you do have to keep hold of the bar on the way down to show control, to make sure that you did not lose it and that you put it down intentionally. So if you drop the bar before it passes, or excuse me, if you let go of the bar before it passes your shoulders on the way down, that is technically a no lift. As long as the judges catch it, they can red light you for that. Like Cindy did a great job controlling that on the way down just as well as she did on the way up. So a good lift for her, and Katie Baldridge is back up. I believe this is her third attempt at 86. A dynamic start, a little bit soft. Oh.
Yeah, and that right there, primarily just a limiter from the squat. That's why we talked about earlier how important having a strong squat is.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of squat and the upper body positioning. Her shoulders dropped a little bit forward, and it's really hard when your chest drops. You can see right there her elbows went down, and she kind of shifts the weight. It goes more towards your hands and less off of your torso, which is much much harder, obviously, to support weight
You're
with your
basically
wrists.
doing a front rack good morning.
Yeah, it's much harder to support the weight with your wrists than it is your chest. So that's why staying upright is so important. Here's Catherine on her third, trying to come back after that last red light on the jerk. Good, strong, clean,
Very,
just
very
as
good
before.
clean. You can see the hand position on the bar, asymmetrical.
Yeah.
Again, not necessarily an issue. I wonder if that does have some implication on her jerk, though. You know, the asymmetrical hand placement.
Yes, and they do have knurling on the bar. And one thing that Ben noted earlier is they do have knurling marks on the bar, so you know how far from the center or how far from the ends you are when you place your hands. It is, as you get more experience and as you get more and more efficient, to take note of that. You can see on her left hand, she's got about a hand's width between her and the knurl, whereas her right hand is right on the knurl. Still a little bit shaky in that left elbow, but this time she kept it under control, and the judges gave her white lights for her to come back and make that third.
Here's Patty coming up for her first clean and jerk of the day.
And this is 88 kilos. Ooh, and just a little bit walking back. Bouncing out of the hole.
Sometimes you're just too strong for the weight.
Pull a little bit too hard, jump a little bit too far back, and just had to walk that one off. But Patty is a veteran garage strength lifter. I'm sure she'll be back and clean that up and make that next attempt. And it looks like she does follow herself as of right now, so she does get a 2-minute clock to gather herself before the next attempt. And some of the lifters here seem to be doing power cleans, some seem to be doing full cleans all the way down into a squat. Either is legal for both clean or snatch. You can do a full, meaning you can catch it in the hole with your butt as far down as you can go, as long as your butt does not touch the floor. Or you can do a power, meaning you catch it with your hips, your hip crease higher than your knee line. Both are legal. Obviously, it's as the weight gets heavier, it gets harder to do a power, so most people ride it all the way down into the squat and then ride that reflex of the muscles out of the hole on the way back up and drive just as a normal squat to stand up with it.
For science buffs out there, that in and out motion, some people call it the stretch reflex, which is technically correct, but the full scientific phrase for that is amortization. Little fun fact there for everyone.
And that's Ben with the nerdy info.
And here comes Patty coming out for the second attempt.
Looks like she will follow herself, so she's got that 2-minute clock to take advantage of. And it looks like she
stand
did.
it up, no problem. There we go. With authority on the split jerk.
Great control on the way up and great control on the way down from my good friend Patricia.
Go over the replay real quick.
And you can see right there, she catches it, that torso still upright, not walking back like that first attempt. Resets. Great drive on that jerk with the arms locked out in the catch. Here comes one of you guys in the comments' favorite lifters, Bella. I believe this is her third.
83 kilos still on the bar.
A lot of hype and support for this home crowd favorite.
183 pounds. Easy stand up.
Getting her breath here. Great attempt from Bella.
fantastic pull, fantastic stand-up. Breath good. Vertical torso is just, yeah. Seems like she got it, but then
I think
bent
that
those
front
elbows.
foot just caught the ground a little bit early, and especially with those rubberized soles, as soon as that makes contact, I think that pushed her a little bit back behind the bar. I think she wants to get that front foot out a little bit further so she can push that head out in front of the bar and catch that overhead instead of in front of the head. Unfortunately, a no lift, but a great attempt and what looked like a great clean. And I believe this is Liz Early for Philadelphia.
First attempt.
Good first clean at 90.
Beautiful. So what Colt was talking about with the split jerk, and we could actually see that really well on that lift there. An indicator of your stance is looking at that front shin. Generally, we're looking for the front shin to be relatively vertical. We don't want the knee tracking out in front of the toes for the most part.
Or back behind for that matter.
Or back behind, yeah.
You want it as upright as possible.
Liz had a great split jerk there. We saw the back knee bent, bent enough. Yeah, just a fantastic lift overall from Liz.
Yeah, good strong opener. Seems like that's an easy weight for her, and hopefully we'll be seeing her move up in weight on these next two.
Stays on the bar. Patty's up for her third attempt.
91 kilos. That is just shy of 200 pounds.
I believe it's just Liz and Patty left, if I'm not mistaken. Patty with clean there at 91. That is 200
That
pounds.
is 200 pounds.
And a good jerk. Way to come back, Patty. With a little pep in her step.
The weight just had to be heavy enough. That first attempt, it just wasn't heavy enough.
Yeah, that's what it was. That first attempt just not heavy enough. She comes back and gets her
Beautiful
second
lift by
and
Liz.
third. Great lifts from Patricia.
Yeah, great reach with that front
And there's
foot.
that little hip hop step.
300 pounds. And then 182 is 400 pounds. So we have some strong folks.
The root sandstorm.
I think this is only Liz Early left of Philadelphia. She is taking her second and third. Impressive from Patty being one of the lighter weight classes and one of the last lifters to go, considering the bar only goes up in weight. The bar will never go down in weight. Once you declare that you will attempt a weight, you have to either take it or forsake your attempt. Even if you forsake your attempt, you cannot go down after. So you will be stuck at that weight until you make it or all three attempts of yours expire.
And here we go, Liz increasing the weight on the bar. Sitting at 95 kilos. And we are now over 200 pounds here.
Good strong clean. I always think it's interesting seeing on the front rack hold of the cleans, you can always see most athletes have one elbow that sticks up a little bit more and the other one dips down a little bit lower, and that's usually difference in shoulder mobility You will see here, so she stands up that clean real easy. You can see her left elbow is up a little higher and her right elbow is down a little lower. That's just a difference in shoulder mobility, and most athletes have that unless they are very symmetrical. Usually gymnasts or possibly swimmers might have a more symmetrical physique, but most athletes in any type of dominant hand sport, basketball, baseball, anything like that, usually have an imbalance. So regardless, that is a good lift for Liz, and she's moving up to 97.
Bar is loaded.
Here we go, Chelsea stepping out from Garage Strength. Also, correction, I thought this was her first meet. This is actually her second meet.
Good clean.
Speedy pull, speedy stand up. Press out.
Yeah.
Well, she's definitely strong. She was able to press it.
Yeah, definitely strong. I can see what you're saying about the strong back squat. It doesn't necessarily always transition or correlate to weightlifting technique, but you can see how strong she is just from how easily she pulls this clean up, how quickly she stands it up, and even on this jerk attempt, I think she didn't quite spread her legs too far enough. You can see her front foot didn't go too far forward, and the back foot not far back enough. And that is what stopped her from getting low enough to catch that jerk in a locked out position with the arms.
And that was 97 kilos on the board, which is just shy of 220 pounds.
We see Deb giving some love for Liz in the chat after her last successful attempt. I believe she has one more, and Chelsea has two more, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was Chelsea's first.
And if, as mentioned earlier, if Chelsea is to follow herself, she will get a 2-minute clock to rest and recuperate and get enough energy.
Get a little pep talk from the coach.
Yeah. Usually I took that time to pop a Sour Patch Gummy or a peach ring.
Yeah,
some kind of sugary snack to quick get the blood sugar up, get a little bit excited, and have something to take that next crack at the bar.
Looks like Liz's coach is coming out here. Looking to change the bar weight.
100, please, loader.
We have 100 kilos being put on the bar. That is 220 pounds.
And in more local meets, especially where a lot of the coaches may know each other, to my knowledge, there's no rule against collaborating to use the clock for each other's benefit. But in a higher level national or international stage, there can be a more cutthroat approach. So if a lifter has a 2-minute clock to follow themselves and they forsake that by moving up in weight, so that they don't waste an attempt at a lower weight than what they want to hit, another weightlifter who the bar may move to may also immediately jump and return that clock back to that athlete if they jump past what that weightlifter declared. So there is a little bit of clock manipulation, usually not coming into play at these local meets, but at the national and international level, that is a factor.
And that's when you just shut up and listen to your coach.
Yeah, actually, I never, as a weightlifter, I never bothered to learn how to count the cards and to count the lifts. And that was strictly because I didn't want to stress about it. I told Dane.
Step out.
Yeah, I told Dane I didn't want to know, and that's why I hired him. I hire you to worry about that.
Right.
Which worry he did. I pick on him and tell him that he has rubbed his head bald from all the times that he has been pacing, rubbing his head stressed about athletes competing. So that's about probably 50 to 60% of the reason he's bald right there.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Here we go, Chelsea coming out for her second attempt. Now she did increase by 3 kilos. Her first attempt was 97, which was a miss. So we're hoping second attempt here, big 100.
Yep. As expected, easy clean. I think it was a good attempt at a jerk, but she just, to me, it looks like a lot of the athletes are having their hands a little bit more narrow in the jerk, which, just like we talked about with the narrow grip on the snatch from Katie Baldrige, the tighter your hands are on the bar, the higher you have to push up. Whereas if your hands are spread out more, you are more easily able to fall under the bar and let yourself not have to push as far with that weight. So
we have a lifter that demonstrates that very, very clearly. Ryan McDonald.
Yes.
He is one of the premier youth lifters in
for
America.
Team USA, yep.
Check him out on Instagram. Great kid. Very, very strong.
Very hard worker.
And he does have a wide grip. He does his clean, and then he adjusts his hands wider when he goes into the jerk. Now, Ryan only weighs, what, like 150 pounds or so?
Yeah, I think he's 70-some kilos. I don't know exactly what his weight class is or what it is in pounds, but he's right around there.
And he's split jerk, 170 plus kilos.
Yeah,
right?
Coming up on 400 pounds, about 380, 385-ish. 375 if it's 170, 385 if it's 175 kilos, and he's right around there. So, well over double.
Manipulating the mechanics, you know.
Yep.
Hand position, leg position, all that.
Chelsea for her third.
The crowd is getting behind her here, cheering her on.
Very good.
Deep breath. She got it, but will the judges?
Just needed a good, strong jerk on that one. It looks like she put it together, and the judges are happy. And here's her jerk.
A little press out.
It's a little close, but I think after those first 3 attempts, that was her best one. And for a local meet, not being too strict from the judges, as a judge, I'm always happy to give it to them if it's close. Those first 2, I think, good calls, and on that third one, I also think good call. Now, on a national stage,
absolutely not.
I think you're probably not going to find as lenient judges, but for a local meet, we're happy to see it. Liz here with her third.
This is 102, right around 225 pounds.
101.
Oh, 101, my bad.
Up. There we go.
Taking those breaths. Oh! Ooh. Not common, you lose the bar behind you on a split jerk.
Yeah. Good attempt on that split. We just went out to the side a little bit, but great jerk attempt.
A replay here. We can see her taking some sips of air, trying to keep that chest proud.
And that may even be where you see that shoulder imbalance that we mentioned earlier coming into play. Ends up driving the bar off to one side more than the other.
Well, with that,
that is the last attempt of the 2024 Power Fest at Garage Strength. Again, sponsored by Peak Strength app. The 2.0 model coming out in September. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. The athlete support in the chat and love has been very much appreciated. I'm sure they will be glad to see that.
And we're going to be having another meet later, early 2025, sometime in January or February.
That is the Frank Spellman Classic.